Okay, this is basically to the response to all the hoopla about the healthcare. First of all, before I start, let me just say I'm not a liberal, all right, and I'm definitely not a conservative. Uh, I believe in stopping abortion, and I believe in healthcare reform. Why? Because I believe in saving lives. So there. About healthcare, for the last 2 months, we've seen a lot of people go to these town hall meetings and basically just spew ignorant have ignorant viewpoints of things, in my opinion, and really don't know what the heck they're talking about. And let me say in the clearest, plainest language that I can. You already pay for health care through your taxes. You pay for it for Medicare, and you pay for it um, through Congress. In other words, you're paying for Congress's health care right now, and Senate's. So you're paying out of your pocket for the Senate, the health care of the Senate and Congress, and the president, and pretty much any other high-ranking government official. But yet you don't want to use it for you. That's crazy. It's ridiculous. And hey, um, you say you don't want death panels to decide whether you live or die. People are deciding whether you live or die right now in the healthcare system. If you go over there and you have say a heart transplant you need, or some other expensive surgical procedure, it just might happen that you might go in there and they'll look at you dead in your face and say, "Sorry, sir or ma'am, but we can't pay for that." Even though you probably been paying premiums for the last 10, 12 years, they'll look you dead in your eye and tell you, "We can't afford it." And you'll probably sit there and argue with them for a couple of minutes. Then you'll turn your butt around, walk home, and get ready to die. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's the truth. And it's happened all across the country thousands of times. Probably happens every day. So the question is, what are you fighting against? Are you fighting against the government having control? Okay, I can understand that. Well, if you don't want the government to have control, that's fine. But you can't have it one way or the other. If you don't want them to have control, then get rid of Medicare too. Get rid of Medicare, get rid of Social Security, get rid of all the government plans, except for the military and for the common defense. But if you think like I do, and it says in the Constitution, for the general welfare of the public, I think you should go ahead with the health care plan. And by the way, the public option really is not an option, because without it, these companies will get together and figure a way to screw you. And if you don't believe me, just think over. They've been screwing you with no Vaseline for the last 8 years. No apologies, nothing. I think, well, maybe some of you think that's okay. You think it's okay to be screwed for the last 8 years. Well, it doesn't hurt so bad anymore, and I can sit down now, and I'm not bleeding anymore. If that's okay with you, then fine, we'll just forget it. But these healthcare companies don't give a rat's butt about you. They really don't. They couldn't care less. And really, they're not supposed to. By law, they're responsible to the shareholders, not you. And if it's between you and money, you lose. Big time. You lose. If it's between you and their shareholders, you lose. Or you and their yachts, or you and their jets, you lose. Healthcare is a humanitarian operation. Healthcare should not be solely in the hands of business, because business is not made to take care of individuals. They don't care. They don't about you. Couldn't care less. They don't see you. Only thing you are on a page. So, for those in the healthcare industry who do care, I'm sorry to lump you all in the same group, but even you know it's true. You know that. I don't gotta tell you anything. Um, so I think it's imperative that people stop voting against their self-interest and do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. And before anybody comments, I already said it. I'm not a liberal. I have guns. I like guns. I think everybody should have one. And if you're not going to come at me with something else other than you libs or you blacks or whatever you want to spew out your mouth, if you can't come up with some intelligent answers to what I just said, or intelligent conversation, or intelligent rebuttals, then please, I beg you, don't write me. Now, if you have something intelligent to say and you have a valid rebuttal, then please bring it on. I'm ready.